Yo, Norbert Silver Age. Hey, this video I'm throwing out to you for those who did see Snow White or think about seeing Snow White. There is a copycat of the romance from Star Wars. And I really think Disney painted themselves into a nasty corner when they made a decision not to have a prince. And they didn't want to go down the road of the prince appearing at the end and kissing her on the lips, etc., etc. They wanted to have a different kind of relationship. So they looked at their catalog, and the catalog, they saw this relationship that was within Star Wars between Han and Leia. So they're going, okay, let's take aspects of this and embed this into Snow White, and maybe we'll have the magic in there. Or I should say maybe. They thought they would get the magic that they had within Star Wars, at least a piece of it. I knew they were not going to capture the entire possibility of that. So let me give you some examples. So when you first meet Jonathan, Snow White first meets Jonathan, he is a thief. Now, granted, trying to steal for food, but a thief nonetheless. And he's stealing not for a Robin Hood collective, but just for he and a group of his friends. And he gets caught, and he's turned in he's not turned by her, by Snow White, but he gets captured, and then the Snow White then actually pleads his case that the punishment is too cruel, and he gets reduced punishment. Now, on Star Wars side, when they first met, our boy, Han, is a smuggler, kind of a thief. Similarities. They're grabbing from there to there. At the beginning, too, there was a lot of, I want to say, not just heavy dislike, but there was dislike and trust between Han and Leia, but there was something being felt there, and you can see that over here on the Jonathan and Snow White side. So there's that kind of leverage. Smuggler, thief. So what eventually happens is over on this side, Snow White saves the day for Jonathan, unties him from the gate where he was supposed to starve to death, and he escapes and goes his own way to the forest. On this side, where Han, Leia, Luke are in a bad scenario, she's the one that saves the group, and she's the one that has the vision of wanting to make the galaxy better and get rid of the Empire. Over here, you have Snow White, who's got the vision that she wants to bring back what was in place under her parents, and not what's presently under the evil queen, and she does not know she's got it in her yet to do it. The difference here, though, on this side, Leia knows she's got it in her to turn things around. She's got to convince everybody else. Here, it kind of is Jonathan eventually is the catalyst to her finding her deeper meaning, as well as the CGI dwarfs. So you have that, and then of course you over here, you have Leia calling Han a scoundrel, and of course he says, "I like the sound of that." Over here, he's going, "Well, the princess is basically calling him, all you care about is yourself," and he just kind of gets it, but he's intrigued by her. And if you take a look at the thumbnail, you can see a little bit of that relationship tension in the first frame that I show you between Jonathan and Snow White. But then below you see the classic one, the classic thing with Han and Leia. And, they're trying to embrace that, but they really don't do that justice, sadly. Then later over, here, you got this relation, the relationship's so much better. The interaction's so much better. You can see the tension, and you can see they both like each other. And one of the quotes, I think, around that time frame from the first movie, A New Hope, you think the princess and a guy like me? Nah. But obviously, that does work out. And if you take a look at some of the quotes from Han and Leia, you could use a good kiss that Han says to Leia. You don't have anything like that over here. You also have from Leia going, why you stuck up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder. Don't have that over here. So that's missing. And of course, he doesn't, like I told you, but you like me because I'm a scoundrel. And those are things that are just missing over on this side. Now Disney had the issue where they had to develop this kind of relationship here where Jonathan has developed a sort of a love interest and is intrigued by the princess, so that eventually when the poison apple thing happens, at least he can kiss her. And it's not the kiss that Renee Ziegler was talking about was like stalking, and that this was more side of the lips. So, and we did see a couple of scenes where they almost kissed, but they were interrupted. Jonathan and Snow White over here. Over here, you got the carbonite thing where they admit that they both love each other. And then at the end, after the kiss, and after Leia saves him from carbonite, Jonathan saves the princess from the apple. So they're a little bit role reversal. And then interestingly, both sides of these movies, you don't see the marriage of either one of the characters. They're both off film somewhere, never shown. But then they do show them showing before marriages, that they both have getting rid of the Empire, getting rid of the evil witch. So those are some of the similarities, but Disney, you could have done better. I wish you would create better, newer content. Hey, everybody, Norb with Silver Age, please like us and subscribe. Thank you.